Scorpios, or those with strong Scorpio placements in their sun, moon, rising, or Venus, or those cross-watching somebody dealing with a Scorpio, or if you just happen to be somebody who just came across this video, welcome to Arcana Universe. This is going to be the energy forecast for the rest of June 2024. But remember, all of my readings are timeless, so know that you found it at the right time. Let's go ahead and clear the energies. Breathe in, breathe out. One more. Breathe in, breathe out. If you're new, welcome. If you're a returning viewer, welcome back. As a friendly reminder, this is a general reading, so only take what resonates. We do have cross watchers, so roles can be reversed, but you will know if this is your story. So right off the bat, I'm seeing here that, there is some sort of like sadness that you may be going through. You feel like you can't get the attention of somebody that really brought some level of positivity and uplifting spirits for you, okay? This person, for you, you want to kind of approach them in a way as if like you don't need them or you don't want them, okay? You have this like wall up where you don't want them to think that you need them, that you want them in their life. And it's almost like, I don't want to say you're playing hard to get, but at the same time you're just kind of over going after people. You want them to communicate with you as much as you want to reach out to them because you really care about them and you really want them. You just kind of feel like, and your energy coming in very strongly here, it just kind of feels like the communication is almost at a standstill, okay? It's that feeling of who's gonna start the conversation next, who's going to start the conversation first. And you're kind of in this energy of, well, I don't want to make the first move. Like, I see that you perhaps may have made the first move in the past. Like you may be the one to start conversations or send the first message in the past. But I see here that now you just want to have them come to you, have them speak to you. And there, I do get the sense that you have built up some sort of wall or a defense when it comes to this connection. Even though you have a lot of feelings for them, you almost are not trying to wear your heart on your sleeve. You're just kind of trying to like keep them guessing. But I do sense here you do want some sort of fresh new beginning with them. Okay, I see that there has been a lot of stagnant energy when it comes to this. Hello, David, welcome. But yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and just kind of move on. This is the overall like general energy that kind of came through that wanted to start off the reading. Let's go ahead and do our little spinny spin and see what other messages are going to come up. So if you are watching the live streaming right now, or if you end up watching this later, let's go ahead and still focus on the energy. What messages the Scorpio or strong Scorpio placements or their cross watchers need to hear at this time, okay? Career, okay. Some of you may have some questions or want insights when it comes to your career. Yeah, speaking of career. So career messages. What career messages wants to come up? I'm getting like some of you are due for a vacation, okay? Definitely getting that. Career energies. Career messages, that's coming up. What does this collective need to hear at this time? Yeah, you guys are definitely needing a vacation, okay? Some of you have been literally burning the midnight oil is what I'm getting here. There's some level of like sleep. Your sleep cycle has been affected. You need your rest. You need some sleep. You are utterly exhausted from just grinding, putting in the hours and working very hard. But I will say that, you know, your efforts are not being wasted. At least they're paying you, you know, what you're worth. I see some of you are really collecting in and banking in on those, um, what are those called? Uh, what is it? It's called like where your money gets doubled because you worked over your set of hours. Overtime. There you go. Some of you guys are making bank from overtime. Um, and and it's almost become the cycle. You're just like, I'm exhausted. I need my rest, but they pay me so good, or like you're gaining something from it. So it doesn't feel like one-sided. At least it does feel, however, that it has become some sort of like codependent kind of energy. Okay. Okay. All right. Hello, Adriana. Welcome. I'm not doing personals at this time, but there I may touch up on your story, so feel free to hang out and see if your question gets answered. Oh, speaking of, you're a Libra, right? Here's your energy right here, coming through. Anyways. All right, so when it comes to the career messages, I see here that there's somebody in your corner, okay? There's somebody in your energy that you have really strong feelings for. Strong Virgo energy coming through. So they may have Virgo placements under Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, or just somebody who holds this energy of like, there's something about them that you really adore. Okay, they really care about you. You may not, and this may be the same person that, you know, you were hoping that they'll reach out to you, that they'll come and message you, kind of thing, but um, but you feel like regardless they care about you, and you can see that, and you know that, and you can feel it. And so they do want the best for you, and they always had this like motherly instincts is what I'm seeing here, that they don't want you to be in a place where work takes advantage of you. They're very like fair minded, and they're the type to like stick up for the weak, and they want to make sure that you are treated fairly. And so this person like they actually care whether or not that you succeed in your work, or that your work environment is treating you well, and that they want to make sure that you are, if you are putting in those long hours, that you are getting enough rest and sleep, and that they're actually paying you you know, how much ever time and effort you put in, that things are carried out in a fair way. I do sense here that there is some level of distance between you two. But distance aside, I sense that the feeling of wanting to make sure that like you're taken care of, that you are taking care of yourself, and that you're doing well is heavily on here. Okay, so let's go ahead. I'll just do one more spinny spin for you. Look, there's your energy. Okay, what's wrong? Okay, so some of you are worried that this person is has third party energy. You think that that's one of the reasons why that they're not communicating with you. Is that the truth? Is that the reality? Well, this person's energy is that, well, it seems to me like you guys aren't really in a relationship, okay? So for them, for you to be territorial or thinking that, oh, are like, or being jealous about whether or not this person is talking to other people or if there's third parties involved, or the fact that you are getting jealous or heartbroken over the fact that you guys aren't together, is they're saying, their energy is saying that's not their fault. Like last there this is the message coming through. Last I checked, we aren't in a relationship. And so, they're kind of calling you out. They're like, you can't be feeling this way about them when you guys aren't even official. Yes, they care about you. They made that pretty well known that, they care about you and your happiness and your well being, but it's just like, they don't like that you get jealous or territorial or like being in your feels and giving them the silent treatment, or like hoping that they reach out to you when technically they don't owe you anything. They don't. And up until this point, they've been nice because they care, because they're just a nice person. But it's just like they're very level-headed and fair in the sense that they're not going to put in all the work. If you want something more, then you should put in the effort, is what the message is coming through. Okay, that's what they kind of wanted to tell you. Okay, so let's go ahead and do one spinny spin, one more, last one. So for those of you who are listening in, thank you for hanging out. Don't forget to press the thumbs up button, like this video, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. All right, let's go ahead. Any other messages that my collective needs to know? Future. I love it. I love it. Okay, so those of you who are wondering about your future, what's going to happen in the future, let's dive in. Future energies for Scorpios, strong placement Scorpios, and those cross-watching for Scorpio. If you have found this video, know that it was not a coincidence. There may be a message here for you. So what's the future energies for Scorpios? Okay. So what I see here is that, there's going to be a conversation that's going to be had with somebody that has been on your mind, somebody that you kind of put on a pedestal. You feel like this person is somebody that is worth your time, your energy, your effort. And I see that you do want some sort of like new beginning with them. And I see conversation, communication that's going to be taking place. There's going to be some level of like an honest talk, an honest communication that's going to be had. Some of you are very hesitant about revealing your feelings, you know, your true intentions and your desires when it comes to them. And for you, you know, keeping that under wraps, keeping that hidden has been so burdening. Because the what you want, what your intentions are, is you want to let them know, you want to tell them the truth that this person really like triggers you, for good or for worse. It makes you very nervous. Okay, I know that sometimes, you know, Scorpio has this tendency to have this exterior where people can't read them. But I feel like with this person, with this individual that really struck a chord within your heart, it's just like when they speak, when you see them, like they just move you, they just change you. There's something about their energy that if you were hard, you're soft when you're around them. And and there when there are times where you feel selfish, they really inspire you to be selfless. And it's just like really, it's a beautiful energy that I'm picking up here. And but you're so scared because you never really had somebody who can do that. And you're scared, you're fascinated at the same time, you fall in love with them even more. Every time you just think about them, and you want to have this new beginning, and you care so much about them, but you just kind of feel like they're out of your league, or that you put them so high up on a pedestal that like you feel like they need you to reach out to them, where you're not really ready to do that. It's just like it's it's sort of rooted in ego or some sort of stubbornness is what I'm getting here. But it's just like, in order for communication to happen, like somebody's got to give, right? Somebody's got to send that first message. And so what's the advice coming through when it comes to this? All right. So, you know what? Some of you have been very worried whether or not this person is talking to other people, or if they are already involved, or if there are third parties, you know, within their energy. You can already feel it. You know, time's ticking is what I'm seeing here, okay? And you're correct. They are talking to other people. You know, your intuition on whether or not they're talking to other people. And what? Okay. Hold on. Sorry, I was just reading Kathleen's comment. Okay, let me just get to this. Maybe what you need to hear is going to come up. But I see here that, yeah, so you were just very worried. And, okay, so Kathleen's like, can you give me an insight? It's getting worse when I pray. Seriously, no joke. So, what's so great about my channel and my readings is that what you need to hear is going to come up. If this is something that you want more of a one on one kind of session with me where we can really dig deep, I recommend booking a personal session with me. All of that information can be found in the description. But I feel like, you know, if it seems to me like this is urgent, and I don't really believe in coincidences, so I know that you're here and you found this video at the right time. So just feel free to hang out and see if there's any messages here for you. For those of you who are joining in, watching right now, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. The energy exchange is very much appreciated. And so I see here that, yeah, some of you are very worried that there are third parties involved where they're going to mess up this connection. And guess what? As mentioned earlier, what you're picking up on, it's not wrong. It's I do see here that the longer you wait, the longer you prolong in reaching out and communicating with this person, they are going to give other people a chance. And I see here some of you, as mentioned earlier as well, you feel like this person is out of your league, and there's some level of finances also involved here that I'm seeing, where you want to give, but you just don't. You're not really in a place to do that, and so right now you can't help but feel, but to admire them from afar or give them the impression that you're doing just fine without them and that you're, just living life and stuff. But I can tell it's taken a toll on you. Like you're really worried about what's going to happen, whether or not there's going to be a future within this connection. But the main thing I see here is there's definitely some level of distance. So some of you may not even have even met this person, okay? That's going to resonate with some of you. But this may be like an online connection. You met them online, and you never even met this person, but you're just like, or like the interaction between you two may have been brief, but it was very impressionable and long lasting, to the point where their energy and the connection you had, the way they made you feel, it's unforgettable. It's unforgettable. And so that's one of the reasons why you should still hold on to this connection, even though there's definitely some level of distance between the two of you. So let's go ahead. Okay, I'm going to do one more spinny spin for you guys, okay? I'm being called to do one more. So go ahead and just kind of, we'll go ahead and ground the energy again, okay? So breathe in, breathe out. One more. Breathe in, breathe out. Okay, so go ahead and just focus on your energy. Focus, like, if you need some clarity or insight into your situation, there may be a message for you that you need to hear. So, all right, let's go for it. Self, okay? So your higher self has something to tell you, okay? A conversation between you and your higher self. I see here some of you are very hard on yourself, okay? Like you're not doing enough is what I'm seeing here. Yeah. There's definitely some sort of like stuck energy is what I'm feeling here. Okay. All right, what's wrong? What's wrong? Tell me. Oh. Does your higher self want to say? Yeah, that Queen of Sword wanted to pop up again, but all All right, let's just continue. So I see here that your higher self wants to say that there needs to be some sort of action that needs to be taken, okay? It's urging you to take action because you've been like out of the game, out of the energy, out of the playing field for a while now. You've been kind of retracting your energy. You've been very quiet. And it has largely due to the fact that you're being stubborn, okay? So that's the word that wants to come up. You're being stubborn, you don't want to move, you don't want to change your ways. You want them to come to you, and you're thinking like there's some sort of a relationship, like some sort of um, role that you guys want to play. Like you want to be in the role where they come to you and they just kind of like pet your ego and make you feel good, uh and you don't want them talking to anybody else. Like for you, they you see them as this very like innocent, almost angelic kind of person where they always try to be like they're very like respectful and nice, and you just want them to be like that with you only. Okay, so there's definitely this like territorial jealousy thing going on. Yes, it is rooted in love. You know, obviously care for this person, and you kind of consider them like you want to build something with them. You want some of you who are wanting some sort of like marriage, kids, family, like blending of families. Some of you, if you are a single parent, you want them to be your kid's new mother or father or something like that. And your higher self is trying to say if this is something that you want, if this is something that will make you happy, then you're going to have to set aside your ego, set aside, what your ego wants to do and actually go for what your higher self wants to do, like your love, all the emotions and feelings coming from the heart. You got to honor it in a sense instead of being so stuck and stubborn on what you're used to. There's some sort of need to kind of like take a leap, is what I'm seeing here. There is an opportunity for you to rekindle this if you truly wanted, but I do sense that time is of the essence. As we saw earlier, like this person, in their eyes, like you guys didn't make it clear what kind of connection you guys had. So in their mind, they think, they're single, that you are not, like if you were interested in them, like you would have already said something, you would have already done something. But because there was that lack of action, there was that lack of communication and being upfront about how you felt, you are feeling like they're leaving you out, that they're not really honoring your energy. And it's because it's kind of like what you put out there is what you're getting back. So if you are holding back, not giving them attention, not doing things like you're not being vulnerable with them, then you're gonna get that kind of same energy back. Like they're in a way mirroring and reflecting the kind of energy that you are putting towards them. And so the universe, your higher self, really wants you to take a moment and really think and ask yourself, what do you want? Do you want this person in your life? And if you do, what are you willing to do to get there? Are you willing to take action? Are you willing to have this rekindling, a second chance? And in order for you to do that, it all starts with letting go of the ego and how you're going to take it from there. But I do sense that there needs to be some level of vulnerability. I know there is this need or essence of you wanting to kind of hold back and hold your ground and act as if you don't need them when you really do want them. that's something that you need to really ask yourself and see if that's what you want, okay? So any final advice? Yeah, you need to let go of something here, okay? The more you try to play with them, the more you're playing yourself. Okay, this person that you're dealing with, as mentioned earlier, they have this like very innocent, almost childlike energy about them. And they don't play games. They're not the type to play games. They're very like a straight shooter. And they go for what they want, and they just want to live authentically and honestly. And so it's really encouraging you to don't act like you don't have to play hard to get. You don't have to act like you're not interested when you are. Okay, your higher self really wants you to be honest with them. Okay, so that's what I have for you, Scorpios. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I will go ahead and do Libra's live stream next. If you would like to join me for that, don't yeah, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you there. Thank you.